I guess like the two issues I'm most concerned about is banking regulations, like as far as that, and like money and political campaigns. Like, I think that if we all come out here, like we can all make a big hullabaloo about it, and maybe there'll be some legislation to change those sort of issues. Yeah.
What kind of issues how would you like to see these issues change?
If it can happen like through the like old-fashioned political process, like senators and congressmen and all that vote on it, and like we they like put in some regulations, that would be ideal.
Are you going to school? Are you looking for work? Do you have a job? How's it been in the last year for you with those kinds of situations?
Yeah, no, I've been looking for work for the past while. Like, I haven't been able to go to school because of my own blah 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 personal reasons. I'm trying to find some work like doing like computer programming, that sort of stuff. But if you don't have a degree and if you don't have time to go to school, it's very difficult to get a job like that.
Yeah. You know, what would you like to do? What's your dream?
Like, if I could have like any job?
Well, yes.
Jesus Christ! Like, if I really had like all the time in the world, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I wanted to be a lawyer for a bit. I would like to do like I would really like to be a surgeon, but like that's just not that's not logistically possible for me personally. So that's why I'm trying to do computer programming, because it's like something I got the brain for, and it means if I can do that, I won't live like a terrible life of poverty and destitution.
Okay.
So that's sort of its charm. There's not really much beyond that. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm doing the best I can given the circumstances, but like I said, it's difficult. It's difficult to do that. I don't know. All of a sudden, I'm tripping out because I'm realizing like this is going to be in front of a classroom or something.
Oh, it's okay. I might cut it. How long have you been down here?
About maybe I started like day 5. So what's that? Like 2.5 weeks now. I learned that like I'm sort of happy that like I think this will actually work. Like it sort of occurred to me today. I was like, oh, like this is like totally like a realistic way of like reaching our goals, because like life's sort of like it's a little bit terrible right now. Not to be like too dramatic about it or nothing. And like we can like seriously like live like in a vastly better world. And I know, I just didn't think that was possible before. I thought we just had to be broke and angry and fucking corporations going to run my life until I'm dead. But I guess we don't have to do that.
That's right.
Everyone's here because it's a collection of people that want change, and nobody has the knowledge or the power to bring about this change. So people are talking about stupid shit, but I mean, everyone wants that change, and the fact that everyone here wants change means we're on like a different wavelength than the people that are still just sort of going about the system. So it's a good place to interact. It's a good place to meet new people and grow. So.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since October 7th.
And what was your first impulse, your motivation to be here?
Well, I went to the first night, the one in Portland on October 6th, and about 7,000 people came out, and a few days later 10,000 people came out, and I mean, so there was just this fantastic support in Portland. And I came down here the next day after the first night there, and I've been here ever since, because I think that this is where it really needs to sort of, begin, before we can really sort of get any kind of real picture of what people really want to talk about. We need to open up the venue. I mean, we've just got to take back the American media. It's just, it really hasn't had, exposure to the public. People just really don't have much to say about anything that goes on in the media, and they just kind of control everything. It's just too much power in the hands of too few people.
Well, I'm presenting this, God willing, to a classroom full of young adults at Pasadena City College. Is there what's your message to them?
I think we need to take back the public utility, which is television. It's a public utility everywhere else in the world. It was at one time in the United States. We're the only country in the world that allows commercial television, and the rest of the world is really kind of mystified as to why we allow that. Why do we let a few people own the media as their own personal property? It's just ridiculous. Nobody else in the world lives like this. And there's no democracy possible, really, because, we need that voice, we need that platform for it to be much more open to the opinions of more people and more diversity.
Just so we can explain so people understand more clearly, what do you mean when you say that, when you speak about the media? What do you mean when you say that people are owning the media?
Well, there's a few people that own and run the American media, especially television. I mean, film is the same way. It doesn't cost $100 million to make a movie. People in India do it all the time. 4 or 5 people get together, throw in a few $1,000s, make a movie, and have it shown in a local theater. Why can't we do that here? because there's a monopoly on the film industry. I mean, there's like, a couple dozen people own television and film, and it's just, it's just too much power in the hands of too few people. I mean, so it's not just about economics. I mean, that's a huge thing, but I don't think that we could solve these economic problems without opening up the American media to many, many more voices and giving people a real opportunity to have their voices heard and as to how we can solve these economic and social problems.
Great. How you doing, brother? What's your name?
My name is Justin Bass.
Okay. And what drew you here, Justin? How long you been here?
I've been here for 13 days, and I was drawn here by a force greater than my understanding for the purpose of humanity's revolution against all things fake, like capitalism and the lies that have seduced people into serving things like money, which is a promise of an American dream that has died. We are the ones that woke up first. America, look at us. We are the product of your negligence. We are the Ritalin kids that you've neglected to pay attention to and forced to be diagnosed with attention deficit disorder. Thus, here we stand together, all with one attention, giving you something to be entertained by. You are not at fault because you are not making a mistake. We just came up with a better idea. Thank you for having sex and not wearing a condom and producing us. For we are your firstborn children. We are the nation of no nation, and our flag is a loud and proud, beautiful blank canvas with which we shall paint the most beautiful artistic thing that you have ever laid your eyes upon, blindfolded. Furthermore, music is our native language, and we speak it with no lies and look you right in the eyes. La-di-da-di, we like to party, just having fun, ain't hurting nobody, baby, we're Babylon. You know how it goes. Everybody throw your hands up, feel it from your fingers, all the way down to your toes. It lingers, it echoes through the ceiling. The feeling is understanding, revealing, concealing everything you reprimand. You think that it's easy, can you understand? Think about it first. We're the fallen dominoes. And to explain what the gravity does is a baffling thing to you people. Soon, very, very soon, you'll see what it's like to be here on the other side. And when you run and hide, we'll be here to catch ya. Mock us first. We got free water if you got thirst.
Sure.
Here, let me tell you about the dream. The dream is beautiful. It is a place where we've forgotten about the luxuries that have made us rotten and decided to come together and use things like abandoned hotels, turning them into like beautiful places of art. I want a building, just one building, and I want white walls and a white ceiling and a white floor, and I want every single color in paint all around it, and I want to make it just a place of music, and I want it to be big enough for like crowds to go, and I want beautiful art just for absolute total self-expression to come together, not separated by nationality, but brought together with humanity, because human beings is what we are. We are the children of the world. We should come together and be the children of this world. Money is an unnecessary middleman to which we hold no value, and our allegiance is to the people. Awesome. My brothers and sisters here, we take care of each other, and I would give them the shirt off my back, the glasses off my eyes, the hat off my head, this bandana, look me in the face. I love you, America, but you don't have to love me back yet. You can hate me, but you'll never understand me because you don't speak my language.
How you doing, brother? What's your name?
I'm Shadow.
Let me ask you some questions. What motivated you to be here today?
I mean, it's a few things that actually motivated me to actually be here right now. I mean, you know, everybody keeps the peace up here, you know. Everybody's not with the drama. Everybody's not with the negativity around here. So, you know, that's one thing that got me motivated.
What situation has happened in your life where you know there needs to be a change?
Me basically gangbanging and fighting. I mean, gangbanging, you know, I'm a power on from West Side, but, you know, it's a whole different ball game because I'm out here now. This lets, you know, this is
this is another step that God has put me to see, you know, where I can succeed and how far I can go on my own. You know, basically, you hear this music in the background, you know, but, you know, this is what I do. I rap, I sing, I make money out here, but, you know, I go to school and I do work. I'm not going to let the occupation stop me from doing that. You know, I work at a bank myself, don't nobody know that, but, you know, I got to do what I got to do to support my country, my county. And to be honest with you, it's going to happen sooner or later. It is. As long as we can keep our peace down, then, you know, they really won't mess with us. But at the same time, they're letting us police our own thing that we have going on while we up here occupying LA. I'm out here standing up for everybody right now. You know, I'm one of the main mediators. I'm a peacekeeper here. I'm one of the head leaders of the housing committee. I'm one of the head leaders of the march. So, you know, anything positive that we do, like I told you already, you know, everything up here is positive with me.
Awesome. Thank you, brother. Is there a message you'd like to send to a few young adults like us at Pasadena City College?
Yeah, you don't mind if I hold the mic, do you?
No, hold it.
Okay, everybody out there at Pasadena College, I want you to really listen to me. Out here, we doing everything positive. You know, everybody, you know, you hang around with, you might think they cool, but 9 times out of 10, they might be positive, they might be negative at the same time. You know, you gotta watch everybody who you kicking around with, who you can trust and who you cannot trust.
What's your name, brother?
Carl.
And Carl, how long you been here?
Oh, I've been here a few days.
What is your motivation to be here?
My motivation is to fuck with Wall Street. But right at the moment, it's puppet time. I'm relaxing, lifting spirits. You gotta love the sign. I mean, you gotta love all that. Boobies, not bombs. Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's October. Yeah, that's right.
What is your message to Wall Street?
Look, you guys took those bailouts. It's time to pay them back. Hey, otherwise, the government's gonna own you. Seriously. You think I'm joking here because I got a puppet? No.
What's your dream, Carl? Not only for this nation, but for yourself in the next year.
The next year? I don't even plan for the next day.
Awesome.
What are you kidding? It's fly by the seat of your pants. Do what's best with your life. Do with what you can. And if this means I have to sit here and protest this, at least I'm doing it for a good cause at the moment. The nation will get better eventually. It always does. We'll have about 20 years of prosperity and more bullshit. Woo! The world is not ending. Be calm. Nobody panic.
What kind of message would you like to send to a classroom full of young adults in Pasadena watching this video perhaps right now?
Basically, do with yourself what you can. You have a college education. Don't fuck it up.